this. Okay, what's up, man? It's your boy Tricks. You can catch me at Comedian Tricks, 2X's, on my Instagram and just Tricks on Facebook. And I'm here chilling with the homie Michelle C on Kandid Kisses TV, which sounds like an impressive new OnlyFans rival.
It's the Jill of all trades, Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move. She cute. Your host of Kandid Kisses TV, everywhere you need to be. And if you don't know by now, it's not your typical interview, y'all.
Kandid Kisses, blown away. Kandid Kisses, TV for tomorrow today. Man, throw that auto-tune on that bitch. Have me sound like Teddy Payne.
Hi there, this is Kim Cole, and you are rocking with Kandid Kisses TV.
It's your boy Talent, baby. Michelle at Kandid Kisses TV with my girl Michelle C. Don't take it personal.
What up, Kiss fam? It's your girl Michelle C, and I am here with another dope talent. But you know what I got to do each and every time, the same time. I threaten you a little bit. Subscribe now. I'm gonna tell you, act like you raise you right. And I'm so real about the subscription. I'm gonna let my Aquarius sister get you how I really feel about it.
I don't wanna fuck nobody up.
No.
I don't wanna fuck nobody up.
I don't wanna fuck nobody else, but I will.
If I have to.
On God, that is good on that. So now that the church announcements are over, I can introduce you to another dope talent. Listen, this man has been rocking the stages all over America. He's currently on tour now, and he's making the whole world laugh. Give it up for comedian Tricks. Pew, 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 pew.
That was a hell of an intro. Every time, I'm sorry, you know what it is? Anytime I see Moesha saying she's gonna fuck somebody up, I just don't take it seriously.
Don't do Moesha like that.
I love Brandy. I do. I love Brandy. I think Brandy's dope. I can't take her seriously when she's good, you know.
See, that's what y'all got misconstrued. Aquarius, y'all don't understand. We really thugs deep down inside.
Like Jenna, what's her other? Is it Jennifer Lewis?
Yes.
I take her seriously. She looks like she would fuck you up if you keep fucking with her. You know what I mean? Aunt Helen is serious.
Not Aunt Helen, come on now.
But I'm sorry. Ray J and Brandy saying they're gonna fuck somebody up. I'm like, no, you're not.
You know
No,
what?
you're not.
They need
Not
more
even,
big
not even at the same time. Like if those two were standing in front of me and they were like, you know what, we're gonna fuck you up. I'm like, sure you are.
Don't do it like that. That's all right. They're gonna surprise you one day.
Listen, I love Brandy, so I hope too, but I just don't see it happening. Sorry, Brandy, I love you, but it's not believable.
All right. Well, we are moving on into your information. I'm gonna get into business a little bit. All right. So, as all comedians, when did you know that you wanted to be in the entertainment industry?
When I woke up one day as a child and saw the size of this nose, I was like, you need to be in entertainment because you're not going to be a model.
Oh.
And that's off the table for you. Comedy, you need to make people, because you're going to get made fun of. You know, I felt like as a kid, God sat beside me and said, I'm sorry. I tried. This is what I could do with such a short time. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I didn't give all the other little children the size nose. I just gave it to you. And you probably think it's unfair. But I'm going to give you an abundance of talent to make up for the fact that you're going to be ridiculed your whole life. And I was like, you know what? Now I got to be a comedian because I need to make fun of me. before people make fun of me. That's the only way you can handle it. You know what I mean? You got to be in a profession where you can poke fun at yourself and laugh at yourself and laugh at your pain. You know what I mean? So when people make fun of you, which they do, it don't even feel. I don't feel it because I'm just like. Plus, I like to entertain people. You know what I mean? I love the looks on people's faces when you entertain them. Like when they come out and you can tell they had a shitty day, and for the 20 minutes or however long you were on stage, you took that shit away. Like you took that away. That's one of the most rewarding feelings. So, yeah, man, I knew I wanted to be a comic when I was a kid, man. I was always, clowning in class. I always wanted to put on plays. I wanted to be the guy that made everybody laugh. So, without you staring at my nose, like I needed you to laugh because I could say things that were funny too.
You know what's funny about him? As another comedian, he's very well known too, King Edwin. He said, he has a larger nose, and he was like he used to do stupid stuff like skits about his nose. He actually he had a whole series called Nose Man. What?
Okay. We don't need to bring complete attention. I'm not doing that. I'm not.
It worked.
But you know what?
And I did this video. I have this character called Nose Man, and Nose Man is just. I was thinking like, look, I need to make something so goddamn silly and stupid.
Okay.
That niggas just gonna look at this and go, who thinks of shit like this, right? Okay. And that was my motivation for Nose Man, right? So Nose Man is literally just a nose that sits on my head, and it's a literal nose. And I walk around, he talks like, yeah, look,
if that's how he deals with, we all have, I think everybody has, even good looking, really sexy ass people. I think we all have an insecurity or a deficiency about that makes us insecure, unfortunately, and comedians are the best at taking those deficiencies and making them work for us, as opposed to letting people, make us feel like we're not worthy of anything. You know what I'm saying? So, however he, if it's Nose Man, then it's Nose Man. But I went a different route.
Right.
What singer do? Hey, what singer do? Hey, yo, what singer do? What singer do? Hey, cuz. What singer do, cuz? Singer do is a music game that all can play. All you have to do is sing the melody of the song on the card using only the word do.
Do. Same genre. Do.
What?
Do. 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 Do do do.
Kick off my shoes and relax my feet. Just kick it.
Do 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 do.
We'll make you do 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 do.
You got your family and they need you there. But I try to resist being last on your list. But no other girl's gonna do.
Order your copy today at singadoo.com.
Well, speaking of the comedy field, do you remember your first time on stage?
Yeah.
And
it was in Toronto. It was in Toronto at a club called Yuck Yucks. It was amateur night, and I had a few of my friends there too because I was scared. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I remember I walked in and the dude on stage was bombing, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's that kind of night. Okay, cool. And I remember the only reason I did well is because I made fun of the dude before me. Mm. He left his notes on the stage. Uh-oh. So I made fun of the fact that he was reading his act off of paper. You know how that is classic bully syndrome. You get laughs off of somebody else's pain. So
right.
That's the route I went that night to survive, and I did well that night.
Now, as long as you've been doing comedy, do you get nervous energy, or have you just been like, okay, I've been doing it long enough, I don't even get nervous anymore?
I get nervous all the time, especially if it's in a city I've never done,
Okay.
or it's an audience I've never done. But there's always that little speck of nervous every time I go on, and I think you need that because it shows that you care. Even if it's a room you know you're gonna kill, even if it's a comedy club you've done before,
Right.
There's always that little speck of nervous. You know what I mean? Because I don't have like set lists, so when I go on, I kind of have a skeleton of what I'm gonna do, and then let the show kind of come to me in terms of where I'm gonna go with my material. So I'm always nervous because that doesn't always work. But yeah, you got to be nervous. You got to be a little nervous.
How do you know when to, like, for example, you say you have a skeleton of your show. Okay, let's just say it's one of them nights where it probably looks like you're better off doing crowd work. How do you determine whether you're just going to do strictly crowd work or you're going to get into some material?
Personally, I think it's good to have both in your pocket. Like with me, I could do crowd work.
Yeah.
I try not to let my whole show be crowd work, but crowd work is a good skill to have if you want to call an audible. Sometimes we be having to call audibles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a good way to fill out the crowd to see what you're working with, what you're not working with. So that's what I use crowd work for.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't want my whole act to be crowd work. So I do want some material in there, but I do want the crowd to feel like they're part of the show too. Because right now, crowd work is winning right now.
Yeah.
And I know some of you comedians who like to sit online and tell other comedians how comedy should be done and try to make people feel like crap for doing crowd work. At the end of the day, crowd work is a skill, bro. Not everybody can do it. I know it might seem like a scapegoat to some of you comedians, but crowd work is a skill, bro. And if you're in a place that's rowdy, if you're in a place where the club is not policing the room right, and you're gonna have to talk to the crowd to kind of calm them down and listen, because I've seen crowd work get you out of having to deal with a rowdy ass crowd, because now you kind of in a weird way included them in the show, but you did it in a way where now they don't want to talk, they want to hear you now. You know what I mean? So now in a weird way you kind of shut them up a little bit, and now they're listening to the show because they're like, oh, this guy's hilarious, and all you did was kind of include them for like 5 minutes, and then you can go back into your ish. Crowd work can be a healthy necessity, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for all you comics that keep talking like it's always the comics that ain't doing shit that act like they're vets. So like calm down. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like it's always the comics that aren't, that you barely survived open mics. And now all of a sudden, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden you got all this knowledge because you done featured a couple of clubs. Shut the fuck up and let people figure out greatness for themselves.
That part, because everybody's journey is gonna be different. Your path ain't gonna be their path.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just tired of the comics who feel that they need to police the shit. You're not the student council president, bruh. You're not in charge of this shit. Let people find out how to be great. You know what I mean? Shout out to the OGs who actually help young comics and try to help you not make some of the mistakes they made on their cover. You can tell when a comic's trying to help you and where it's coming from. You know? So I just one of the best things about comedy is finding out how to do this thing on stage. I love like writing a joke on stage. Like you didn't have this idea, but something happened in the show where you know what I'm saying? That's the best moments of comedy. And you're not gonna find that out without some crowd work. You need to have that skill in your back pocket a little bit. You know what I mean? So That's just me.
I'm working on, like, I don't do a lot of crowd work. I do mostly material, but I'm edging my way into crowd work, and I had something happen this weekend, and that was straight crowd work, and I was like, well, I guess I can do this.
You know what I'm saying? But like you obviously, like, your intention wasn't to do crowd work, right?
Right.
You're doing your material because you have material, but there's going to be moments in your comedy career where you might need you might have to talk to some people.
Yeah.
And it actually could enhance your set too.
Oh,
Crowd work
absolutely.
doesn't always end bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've converted a few hecklers.
Mm-hmm. That's what I had to do.
You know what I mean?
Heckler, but it was more so. You know how you have those people, like you have this right on the side of the room that's cracking up laughing. You got a couple here, and then you got the two that's in the front that's just staring at you looking stupid. You be like, all right, I got to hit y'all just because, like I don't know if y'all like laugh on the inside or what's going on with you. Face was this. I had to get it.
I love stand up because every night we're looking for something.
Yeah.
We're looking for something. If you really care about your craft, every single night you're looking for, how to fix old jokes. You're looking for new ones. You're always looking for something. Maybe this is the night somebody in the audience discovers you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is the night you get that viral clip. I mean, maybe this is the night you suck and you have to go back to the drawing board because you done took a serious bombing for 20 minutes.
So speaking of bombing, let me tell you what you did that tickled the hell out of me. Okay, now you know what you did. You know what you did.
No, you're gonna have to remind me.
Okay, we were at a show, and there was a particular comedian that didn't do too well. You didn't tell him he didn't do too well, but you made references to him bombing 50 million times. You never said his name, but you sure gave him that eye, like, if you don't get the hell up out of here and leave and let your bomb go with you.
I didn't do that on purpose.
You didn't do it on purpose?
That was all in fun.
Oh,
It was hilarious.
It was.
No, I never rubbed in a bomb because that could have been any one of us.
Man, you moisturized that bomb. I don't know what you're talking about.
We were laughing. We talking about it in the podcast. We were laughing about it. It was funny.
It was hilarious. I said, wait a minute, we ain't gonna let up on.
It was
You
funny.
would not let up. I said, oh man.
You don't walk around like you did great. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Man. Well,
When it happened to me when I bombed. Look, man, when I bombed, and you're in the room, and you're especially if you're the only comic who bombed, and you're sitting in the green room or the ride back with all the comics who did well. I know how they did me. That's a long car ride. It's a horrible car ride because they let you know. And you know what? Don't take that personal, man. You gotta. He didn't. I mean, I don't think he did, but because he was laughing with us. But bruh, we're just clowning. But that's how I came up. I came up that way too. When I bombed my first time, hey, I had to sit. In the car, the back seat. Luckily you get the window seat. You're lucky they gave you the window seat now.
Right, so you just look out.
Just leaned up on the window, just looking out.
That Carl Thomas, I'm emotional look.
And you're just getting your ass kicked. Just, hey, Tricks, man, maybe you should try another career. And you're just looking out the window, thinking about what your life would have been like if you just listened to your guidance counselor. Right?
Okay, well, you gotta tell us the bomb story now that you're brought. What was the bomb story?
I was in Boston. It was like my second year. And some dude did a joke that was similar to my joke. Now, he didn't steal it. We never met each other. It was just a similar premise. And it's a generic premise. So obviously somebody's going to have that joke. I think it was about Nintendo blowing the cartridge. Okay. Everybody, that's generic. Everybody know that joke. And he did it, and in my infinite cockiness, in my infinite comedic wisdom, I thought my joke was better. So I went up on stage and did mine right after him. And the crowd, you could literally hear the crowd like, didn't Didn't we just hear this? And then you know that that bombing feeling when you're telling jokes now and everybody starts murmuring. Now they're not laughing no more. It's the little murmurs. And then the murmurs turn to conversations. And then the conversations turn to when is he getting off? Like, you know, and then ultimately the boos come.
So I mean they booed too?
I didn't get to the boo.
Oh.
I got to the when is he getting off? And none of the jokes are hitting, and you are sweating, and it's the longest 5 minutes of your life. You know how that goes. Any comedian watching this, you know how that bomb goes. You start feeling warm inside, and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. It's that warm, I am in trouble feeling. And you can't show it on stage. You gotta keep going. But bro, you are sweating. And then every punchline is not hitting. And as soon as you hit the punchline, you can literally hear somebody go, to the point that when you're done and you go, thank you, good night, like you get that Randy Watson clap. You know the Randy Watson? Just coming from all different. One person clapping. It was good. Everybody else.
It's terrible.
And then the host come up and you know host is gonna let you give it
you
up.
know worse.
Give it up for that.
Oh man, come on.
I don't think we're gonna invite him back. Amen. Can we get an amen? Because he was horrible. Amen. And then what makes you laugh is that walk to the other comics. And they're looking, and they got that look on their face, like, I hope this dude don't expect me to, high five him or anything, because he was horrible.
They look at you like you're the plague. You be walking towards them, and they be like,
like like in basketball when the dude misses a free throw that could have tied the game, and he missed, and he got to walk back to where they all at, and they're like they're high fiving him for television, but they don't want to. They're like, right. And he goes sit on the end of the bench. That's what I felt like. That's me. Yeah, it was horrible.
Man, it's rough out there. It is.
Yeah.
But as a comedian, I know you have to be a good writer. When did you know you were a good writer?
I don't know if I'm a great writer. I definitely think I'm a better performer than writer. Okay. But I just speak my mind on things. So I don't know if that makes me a good writer, because I don't know if I'm crazy clever, and I don't write stuff down either. So the way I come up with my jokes is more, I have the premise, I know what I want to say, and then I try to figure out what's my stance, like what's the point I'm trying to make, and I kind of write around that. But I write in my head. I don't write because I don't want my act to feel robotic. Like I don't like writing shit down. Yeah. And then because then I feel like you have to, like you're committed to doing the joke this way. I feel like when you don't write it down, you can play with the joke and you can say it different ways so that the joke sounds different every time you tell it. Okay. I don't. So, and it's not to knock anybody who writes. If you write, that's whatever your process is your process. I just don't write stuff down. But I don't know if I consider myself a good writer. I think for me, I'm a very real guy on stage, okay. And I'll say what you'll laugh, but you'll be like, "Yo, that's so true." Mm. I rather try to connect with the audience more than laughter.
Yeah, because relatability is what makes you happy.
That's what makes people, go to the next level. But that's what makes people buy tickets to come see you, is if they relate to you or if they connect with you somehow. So all y'all that are chasing that Matt Rife success and y'all think you can just put up crowd work clips, you guys don't understand that somehow you connect. Now, obviously, he's a good looking dude. You know what I mean? And women connect that way. They want to look at the motherfucker. They want to look at him.
Right.
They'll pay $300, $400 a ticket just to stare at his ass. But you know what? He connects.
Yeah.
He connects. He finds ways to connect. That's why they follow him, and that's why he's a successful comedian, is because he found a way to connect with that audience. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to connect somehow, you know.
And then being humble also helps too, because he's a cool dude. So
He's very cool, actually. You know, his realm of celebrity. You think he'd be an asshole, and he is on stage. He's playfully one on stage, but you know, if you know him, he's actually a very cool dude. So, and it's kind of dope how humble he still is. It's kind of cool, to be honest.
Yeah. What was one of your most memorable time on stage?
It wasn't even a comedy show.
Okay.
It was a old school 90s concert that my boy let me host with him. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. It was 90s. I remember it was Carl Thomas, Donnell Jones, New Edition, Casey and JoJo.
Yeah, everybody. Okay.
And SWV.
Nice.
One of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life. And we got to host that. So we got to see them backstage and see how they act. And we got to rock 8,000 people.
Wow.
And we got to be ourselves on stage. And obviously hosting a music concert is very different from hosting a comedy show. The thematics are different. You don't really do crazy material. You got to rock with the crowd and keep the crowd entertained in between acts, because they want to see the acts. They don't really want to see the comedian.
Right.
So so if you can make them love you, because I remember one part was like Casey, JoJo, their asses were drunk.
Oh.
Drunk as fuck backstage. Okay. Am I allowed to curse? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we good.
And then they're like, yo, you guys got to go out there and stall. We got to sober one of them up. I'm like, bruh.
Man.
You know how audiences are. They paid money to see. I go, put on the next act then. Like, don't, because we could go out there and they'll give us 5, maybe 10 minutes. But after that 10 minutes, they're going to get restless. And I know what it's like when 150 get restless in the comedy club. I don't know if I'm prepared to deal with 8,000.
I'm telling you.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, listen, we're going to go out there and somebody better be ready in 10 minutes. Because I'm telling you, I'm walking off that stage when they give me the grace. I'm not getting booed by 8,000. I'm not doing it. For none of you.
Right.
Now, luckily, Casey and JoJo was ready, and that performance in itself was something.
Okay.
It was something. But that was a great day, man.
Yeah.
Good music and just fun with my homie on stage. That was one of my best moments.
Oh, I'm sure y'all cut up.
That was great.
Now, what is the ultimate goal you want to do with your platform?
I mean, the ultimate goal for me is I want to be able to rock. I want to be able to sell out theaters. I want like fans. I want to be able to go to cities and sell out shows and be a household name. That's my goal. And it's hard. You know, this business could be very unforgiving, but it's part of the journey, man. You know, that's why I'm trying to hit as many stages as I can.
Yeah.
And hit as many clubs as I can, meet as many people as I can, you know, comedically. And that's the goal for me, man. That's the goal for me.
Now, I always ask people who their favorite comedian is, but I started asking who is your favorite female comedian. Y'all be giving us love.
My favorite female comedian, here's the thing, and this is gonna sound, I mean, I'm old school. I come from very dope comedic sitcoms. So some of my favorite females to do it weren't necessarily stand-ups.
Okay.
Like I used to watch a lot of Golden Girls, and I loved B. Arthur
Yes.
because I loved her deadpan, her face, like her deadpan.
Mm-hmm.
I love Betty White, bruh.
Yeah.
I was a big Whoopi Goldberg fan. I used to watch her movies in the theater in the 80s. Big Whoopi Goldberg fan. Her character work, how she was able to do that. Just one woman to do a bunch of characters on stage was insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
I like Vicki Lawrence. I was, Carol Burnett, bro. Like, those are the women. Joan Rivers. You know what I mean? Like, those are the women I fuck with. They weren't all necessarily stand-ups, but
Well,
those
they
were
were funny as hell.
those were the women in comedy that I would watch. It's no disrespect to the comics now, because if you ask me which comics I like now that are female, Ada Rodriguez,
Mm-hmm.
she's a real one.
Facts.
Funny, she's funny, intelligent, got something to say, got a message. She's not doing that typical, so I'm fucking this dude, and
Right.
nah, she's got something to say, bro. I love Zainab Johnson. Funny, man, and just intelligent with it too. Great joke writing. There's a lot of women I like in comedy, man. I'm trying to remember them all.
Well, I was only looking for one, but you named quite a few.
Bro, I like Zamika. Is it Zamika?
Oh, is it Yamanika?
Yamaka. Bro.
Girl, Yamanika. I think it's Yamanika, I believe.
Yamanika, is that her name?
I think so, yeah.
I saw her in New York killing them. Like, you're sitting there going, oh my God, I'm glad I'm not next. Killing them, bro.
Right.
With smart shit, like, with intelligent shit. There's a lot of comics I like. I like Whitney Cummings. You know what I mean? I like her. And you know what? I liked old Ellen DeGeneres. I liked Ellen when she was doing this comedy. I mean, I don't know who she is now. You hear the rumors, but I've never met her, so I can't really speak to that. But like her comedy in its prime, I liked her, man.
Yeah, when she had a little shag. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, those are just some of my female comics that I like. You know what I mean? There's a few. I like you too, Michelle.
Well, thank you. I do a little rabble dabble sometimes.
But yeah, those are some of the comedians I fuck with that I would love to. I like learning from, especially Ada, man. Especially Ada Rodriguez. Especially her.
Well, speaking of
hold on. And Gina Yashere. How could I forget her? Gina, bro. Gina Yashere, bro. She's a friend. I'm happy to call her friend. She's one of the first Africans to really do it on a mainstream level. She's one of the first. So, and again, something to say. A dope perspective, a dope point of view. She's not doing the typical.
I just know what you're talking about. She I never knew her last name, but she has an accent too, right?
She's from England. She's
okay, so I know exactly what you're talking about. She's dope.
But she's doing her thing, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to her. Yeah, those are my female heroes.
All right. Well, speaking of entrepreneurs and heroes, name one entrepreneur that you admire and why.
Kevin Hart. I like Kevin Hart.
Wow, that one, come on now.
And I know you're probably thinking, somebody more rich or somebody whatever. Kevin Hart, I just like his work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
I love his work ethic. I love how he just doesn't stop. Like, it's always looking for how we can enhance the brand more. Like, he's already one of the biggest comics in the world. that ain't it. That ain't enough. You know, he's always got his, you know, he's always trying to figure out ways to enhance. I love how he puts people on too. Like I love how he introduces us to other comics.
Right.
I've always been a fan of a person who appreciates that. You know, he's not afraid to put people on. Yeah, I would say Kevin Hart is one of my favorite. I guess you could say entrepreneurs.
Okay. No, before we get into our segments, what are some words of wisdom that you would give any entrepreneur of home entertainment?
What would I give? What do you mean? Me give an entrepreneur?
Mhm.
I can't give an entrepreneur no words of wisdom. They got to give me words. I'm not an entrepreneur yet. You mean like
Yes, you are.
you mean like are you talking about a person trying to get into the game, like a comic?
It could be an entertainer, a comic, whatever person that's doing. If you a comic, you're an entrepreneur because you doing your own. Come on now.
You know what I would say to somebody? Don't forget to have fun. Because you don't know how long this is gonna last, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know tomorrow's not promised. So have fun, bro. You're not gonna get famous overnight. You're not. So you should really, really learn to have fun in the moment. You know, whether it's open micing, whether you're crossing over to working clubs, whether you're crossing over from clubs to theater, whatever. Have fun, bro. Because you don't want this to pass you by and you spend all the time focused on being famous or focused on making money or focused on being the best. Like you didn't take time to enjoy it. You didn't take time to enjoy the new city you were in, or the new club you were in, or the new comedians you're meeting, different people you're meeting. You didn't take time to enjoy that, So I would say have fun. To people.
Candid Kisses TV is brought to you by Kissable Lips Cosmetics. You can be kissed without kissable lips. Shop KissableLipsCosmetics.com today for all your beauty needs.
All right, well, we are moving on to our fun segments. Our
So
first
this isn't fun? This was fun.
Well, it was, but we're going to the silly part. We got kiss or diss.
Ooh.
Celebrity crushes. You decide who you kissing, who you dissing.
Here we
Ready?
go.
All right, we got Regina Hall or Holly Berry. Who you kissing, who you dissing?
None of them. Why would you diss any of them? Why would you? Can I kiss both?
No, you have to pick one. Who's your favorite?
Damn. Okay, which Halle? Which Halle Berry, bro?
What you mean, which one? If your
it's
choice.
90s Halle, if it's 90s Halle, there's a difference, bro.
Okay.
Okay, if we're talking about Halle now, I diss Halle and kiss Regina Hall.
All right. Next one. Taraji P. Henson or Lisa Ray. Who you kissing, who you dissing?
Okay, well, first, I don't think anybody can diss Taraji. I don't think she'll let you. No. She's not going to let you diss her. She's going to follow your ass to your car. I'll diss Lisa Ray and kiss Taraji.
All right. Last one. Shirley from What's Happening or Mary McLeod Bethune?
I don't even, who's Sheriff from What's Happening? I don't remember her. And what was the second one?
Mary McLeod Bethune.
Who's that?
The civil rights. Oh my God, where's your history book?
Well, about dissing the civil rights activists. Actually, no. I'm kissing Sheriff from What's Happening.
Okay.
Civil activists are too serious. Yeah, I'll diss her. I need fun around me. I can't have people always. So you gonna have the darker side of your toast, huh? The struggle. No, I don't. I just want toast. Give me. I'm kissing the What's Happening chick.
Okay, move on to DAQ. That's this dumbass question I want answers to. What was the worst job you ever had?
The worst
Job.
anything to do with a factory, any factory job. Picking up boxes. I had to load trucks. You had to play Tetris with these boxes. You had to make sure. Yeah, no, that's the worst job I've had easily.
All right. Let's see. If you could smack anyone in your past with no consequences, who would it be? You ain't gotta say their name. You can just tell me who they were to you.
70% of the Toronto comics.
Oh, okay. All right. What's one embarrassing moment from your childhood that you're willing to share?
Embarrassing. There's many. There's lots. I don't know if I don't know if I would call it embarrassing. Oh, when I was on a hike with my class. We were on a hike, and there was this part that looked like concrete, but it was really water. And my dumb ass walked in that direction and fell in the water. And yeah, and everybody was laughing at me because I was screaming, trying to get out because I couldn't swim. Yeah, and nobody was helping me. That's what you put
They're
that.
gonna save you, but they're gonna laugh at you.
Everybody laughed and pointed fingers, and I grabbed one of the fingers to pull it because I'm like, give me something. I want out.
I know that's right. Okay. Last one. Name 3 items you would purchase to make a cashier feel uncomfortable.
Say again?
Name 3 items that you would purchase to make a cashier feel uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. On purpose, pantyhose.
Okay.
Because she's going to look at me like, what the fuck you doing with these? Playboy magazine.
Okay.
And we'll make a dildo. We'll make the
Okay.
Yeah, they'd be like, what the heck? What? And I straight face. like like a really the big black penis. I put the big black penis down, the Playboy magazine, and pantyhose. None of them have anything to do with the other. And you know what?
They could put pantyhose on big black.
And let me add a fourth. I butter. And I'll just put them in front of them, and I just look. I'll be like, "Can I get a bag with that, please?"
Garlic herb butter or just regular butter?
No, like butter, just regular, like you know what I mean, parquet, just.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
We are on to GMG. That stands for What Grinds Your Gangster. Name one of your pet peeves.
I have so many. I have a lot of pet peeves, man. One of my biggest pet peeves is when you don't read the room, and this is a general statement. If I am on my phone, that's not the time to tell me a story. If I'm right before, like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm getting ready to go on stage, this ain't the time to ask me about comedy. I hate when people do that. Like you see me zoned out. I'm not even looking at you. I'm not talking to you. And I don't do that. I'm not being rude. It's just I'm on my phone. I'm doing something that's not paying attention to you. And that's the time you want to be like, so what got you into comedy? Like nah, bro. Nah. I don't want to talk about that right now. You know what I mean? If I'm not talking to you, this is not the time to start throwing questions at me. Ask me this when we're in a setting where we're having a conversation.
Right.
You know, if we're at lunch and we're talking to each other, then you can ask me those questions. But if you see me in a corner, like by myself, and you walk your ass over to the corner to sit beside and start asking questions, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Leave me alone when you see me zoned out. Leave me alone.
Oh, that's right.
I'm zoned out for a reason.
All right, we are moving on to our fan favorite, which is opera that thing out. That's where you pick any song that you know a verse to, and you sing it in your best opera voice. It could be a rap song, a nursery rhyme, anything.
What song do I know? What's you? Oh, put the camera on me for this. Me. I like to dedicate this to all the children out there. Okay, the ones who do and don't have parents. I want to dedicate this to all the janitors out there. Okay, that are cleaning schools right now, and you hate every single one of the children that are at your school because you mop and they step on that motherfucker 5 minutes later. You hate them. This is for y'all. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Out magazine. Salt and pepper up in the limo. I can't remember the fucking lyrics. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. And heavy D up in the limousine. I take pictures on my wall.
Come on now.
And
That's what you do.
rap attack, Mr. Patrick Volleyball. There you go.
That is how you do that damn thing. Well, last but not least,
I felt that. I really did. I felt that shit. Rest in peace, Biggie. Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls, boy.
I'm trying to tell you. Well, last but not least, we ended with our game, Sing-a-Doo. Sing-a-Doo is a family-friendly game that all can play. It's a music game that me and my homeboy DJ All-Star created over the quarantine.
Oh, that's what's up.
You sing the melody of the song, but you can only use the word "do." So we have hip hop and R&B, we have greatest hits, pop Billboard hits, country rock, old school TV themes, and party dances. So what I'm gonna do a couple. I'm gonna let you guess, and then I'm gonna hold the cards up to you, and you can pick the song, and then I'll guess, and then we'll be done.
What I gotta do? I gotta what?
So I'm gonna do a couple of songs, and so you're gonna guess. So I'm gonna do the first three, and then after I hold the cards up to you, so you can pick a song to do, and then I guess.
Okay.
All right, first one I'm doing is hip hop and R&B. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do.
Oh, that's Gold Digger.
Come on, all right. Next one, hip hop and R&B. Do 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 do.
Oh, More Money, More Problems.
Come on, okay.
Yeah, that's you're pretty good. You're good.
All right. This is R&B. Oh. Do 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 do.
Oh, I Can Love You Better. That's
come on,
I was just listening to that song too. I was just listening to that song. Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold the card up to the camera. You pick out a song, let me know, and then I'll try to guess it. Just tell me if I need to move the card down or up.
I can't see it. You got to put it closer.
Okay.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
And the words have to be doo doo.
Only be doo doos.
You ready? Do 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 do.
And you say you just
yeah.
All right.
Hold it closer. Oh wow. Okay. Right. I'll try this. Ready?
Yep.
Do 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 do. Tyrese? Yeah.
All right, come on. You might be a good doer.
This is a dope game though. It's a fun.
Thank you.
I can see some fights. That's a dope game though. Put it closer. Oh wow. Okay. This is a classic. I'm gonna try it. Do 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 do
High five,
do
kids.
do.
Game. I
Yeah.
lied.
There
Okay,
you go.
come on.
Okay. All right.
Let me find out you got your dues up.
That's a pretty dope game though. You guys came up with that. That's a dope
We
game.
did.
That's
Yep.
a dope
We had
game.
a 3-year anniversary, May 8th. So we in
Oh,
here.
that's a fun. That's a fun game. I can see people rocking like if you have like game nights and stuff.
Oh
That'd
yeah.
be a nice game.
And when
Yeah,
they add liquor, it's even hey.
that's a dope game. I like it.
So if anybody's interested in the name, you can get it at singadu.com. But anyway, we back to you. Please let everybody know how they can find you, what shows you have coming up, if you have merchandise to sell, whatever you got going on now.
Hey man, find me on Instagram, being stupid, reacting to things and being stupid in my chale voice. At comedian tricks 2X's on Instagram. Tricks on Facebook. I'm coming to San Diego, December 1st to the 3rd. Shout out to Comedy Store. And I got Dallas coming up December 8th and 9th at the Dallas Comedy Club. Get your tickets. And Tacoma, December 16th and 17th. Maine, it's going to be a good one, yeah. So that's where I'll be.
You got any merch?
No, I don't. I need merch.
Yeah, we need to get you some merch up in here. We need to get you some
Maybe
merch.
I need to buy into the singer dude. That's gonna be big. Everybody loves music, so that's gonna be huge.
Oh yeah, we gotta get you some merch up in this mug. Yes, sir.
Yeah, singer dude's dope. That's a dope concept. I like that.
Thank you. Well, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe to Comedian Tricks. And also follow, like, and subscribe to Kandid Kisses TV. We tune in every Monday, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're on all streaming platforms. And don't just play about it. We need you to go ahead and like and subscribe for real quick. Like I'm serious about that thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you have fun? Did you have fun?
This was dope. This is one of the cooler podcasts, especially the end. That was fun. Reliving some old school R&B, man. That was dope.
I'm gonna hold you to it now. Like, you gotta like and subscribe too. Don't be acting like you when it's time for the subscribe button.
No, seriously, it was fun. You're one of the more fun podcasts.
Well, I appreciate it. Till next time. See you soon.
Guess what? Kandid Kisses TV has merch. That's right. You can find it at artistperiod.com. We have everything you need. We have hoodies. We have coffee mugs. We even have throw pillows and beach towels for the summer. Get it right. Keep it tight. Listen, everything you need to get your drip right, artistperiod.com has it for you. That's artistperiod.com. Get your drip right with artistperiod.com and Kandid Kisses TV. Make sure you get it today.
What singer do?
Hey, what singer do?
Hey, yo, what singer do?
What singer do?
Hey, cuz. What singer do, cuz?
Sing-a-do is a music game that all can play. All you have to do is sing the melody of the song on the card using only the word do.
Do. Same genre. Do.
What?
Do. 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 Do.
Kick off my shoes and relax my feet. Just kick it.
There we go.
Do. 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 Do.
We'll make you.
Do. Do. Do.
You got your family and they need you there. But I try to resist being last on your list. But no other girl's gonna do.
Order your copy today at singadu.com.